Hi guys, how you doing? Everything alright? So let me talk about my history with English language. I started many years ago like to study language, but I have to recognize this my level is pretty humble because I said before that I started a bit late, so I learned this language and that was like intermittently because I had to combine it with several languages that I speak now. So I've never focused a lot of time to learn this language because for me it's one language more and nothing else. Because all languages, deserve to be, like learned. But to be honest, when I was young in university, so I had friend who was studying English philology. Well, I always had envy, like good envy as a good man. And I was wondering all the time how he can understand American movie easily, man. So from there I start to learn vocabulary little by little. Then I get start to learn English books. With Spanish pronunciation, of course, just to get used for vocabulary. Because I was working in the kitchen, so I was chef kitchen, so I can't practice my English at this moment. But after years working and I start to learn more languages, this at the end finally I start to work as RP, public relations. Uh, so then I had like many opportunities we can say to talk, be it in English for a short time, but there wasn't enough like to get fluent in this language. Until one friend arrived who will be one of my best friend and my teacher in English. So we still good friends, sharing anything, hanging out all the time. So he was like not speaking at the moment my language yet, and me either his language. So we're talking all the time in English, and every day I feel like improving all the time my accent, my vocabulary. Today when I can say I have good level in English, good level in English. Not to talk as a push, but good to communicate and to have nice conversation. Because as always I say, for me languages are to communicate and to introduce yourself for the other in such cultures. Never to show off, as some people like to do, who they try or the best like to speak with English or American accent. So we have to know that we are not parrot, we are not parrot who can repeat the accent but never can speak a language. I prefer and I rather like we can say 80% of English vocabulary like a neutral accent better for me than 20% of English vocabulary with good accent. We have to know that. So that's it, my short story. Short story with English language. So look guys, here I am, never say never. And doesn't matter if you stay late as I did. Just keep going, learning, studying, do your best and teach yourself, because nobody can understand you better than yourself. And I am sorry for my English, it's very informal, very colloquial, very slangy. But I like it. And that's it, but it depends. So what I want to say is, because I know that I am not English or American, just so I will never be president. So it depends of each one why he's learning English or more languages. For me, I need just to have nice conversation and to communicate and to introduce myself in the culture. I don't mind bad accent or just to be perfect, because I prefer to spend more time in every language and share time like studying more languages is better for me than like focusing or in just one language to get perfect, because you will never be if you are not native. Maybe you can be, but you'll lose a lot of time learning more languages as a lot of people do.